All right, we're live now. All right, hey, what's going on, everybody? Today I am joined with David Olvera Rojas. He is fighting on the March 3rd card. We're super excited about it. We got a great show. We got a bunch of fights. You're not going to want to miss it. March 3rd at the Plaza Mariachi. How's your night going tonight?
It's going pretty good, pretty good.
Now, you're
Yeah,
fighting Edwin Cortez. And
correct.
that it looks like it might be a tough fight. I was checking out his box rec earlier. He's 6-1, and he's coming off of a win. So
Oh
what have
yeah.
you done in camp to prepare for a tough opponent?
Well, technically, we've been in a training camp for like about a year, because so many boxers been trying to been pulling out, last
Mm.
minute, making all type of excuse. And we're talking about like undefeated boxers, like we're talking about like 7-0, like top prospects. And me going into this weight class at 115 for the very first time, I've been having troubles. I'm coming from 108 pounds, moving up to 115, and I'm trying to fight anybody, because like I'm hungry. I want to fight. I want to be up in the ring again. I want to be face the top of the top. So, I think for this fight in this training camp, we've been just doing the same thing, just adjusting to different opponents. And we're more than ready. We're pretty much relaxed.
Yeah, well, it's been over almost 2 years, or I think maybe a little over 2 years since you
Yep.
last fought. So I bet you're definitely itching to get back in there.
Yeah, yeah, most definitely. I train day in, days out, just getting more than ready. And every time, opponents pull out, we have to adjust. I think that part is the one that kind of like gets me a little bit, when you have to adjust to different opponents. So like the
Mhm.
guy I'm fighting, he's a southpaw. The last guy I was gonna fight, he wasn't a southpaw. And then the other guy before that, he was a southpaw. So it's like, I gotta keep switching it up. And so we're more than ready. Back home we've been having some good training camp, good sparring with like top guys. So
Well, I guess the good news about training back and forth is it doesn't matter if he switches his stance on you in the ring, you're going to be ready for both ways.
yeah, yeah, that's right. You're gonna be more than ready.
Yeah. So what do you think about the whole country box situation? Have you ever watched one of our shows before?
No, I heard about you guys, that you guys throw some really amazing shows. All I pretty much just stay in the gym. That's all
Yeah.
I do.
Yeah, so it's live country music and professional boxing. So you're part of the attraction. So you got any favorite country songs?
No, not really. Not really. I listen to all type of music though,
Yeah,
like
well
all kind of music.
we got a guy, he's his name's James Carruthers. He's gonna be our artist and he actually used to perform with Alan Jackson, if you know who that is. So that's gonna be exciting. He used to open up for him.
Oh,
But he's a
that's
big
gonna be
boxing
dope.
fan, so we talked to him a little while ago. He's excited. He's ready to be there. So what can we expect from you? What are you gonna bring that the fans should look for, and what do you wanna show on your first fight back?
So on my the big return fight. Without a doubt, we're my fight is gonna steal the night of the whole entire event. Eric, we're talking about, this is Mexico versus a Puerto Rican guy.
Mhm.
Mexico versus Puerto Rico. Back home we had an event like that too, as well, and it's still like the fight of the night. So just, for everybody that's gonna be tuning in and being there and watching the fight through stream, be ready, because when this fight comes on, oh man, there's gonna be fire, left and right. We're little guys, so it's gonna be nonstop actions, that's for sure.
Yeah, well, I know the crowd's gonna enjoy it. We're actually at the Plaza Mariachi now. We're just moved
Yeah,
from the Troubadour, so the Plaza Mariachi is actually a cultural center here in Nashville, Tennessee, especially for the Hispanic community. So I know they're gonna love it.
yeah, they're gonna really enjoy it, because like, us Mexicans, we come out there to fight. We don't go out there to play any games. We don't go out there to look nice or whatever. No, we go out there to take care of business, and we don't play when we're in there.
You got any big plans for your walkout?
Honestly, no, no. we had in the past couple fights, but they all kept getting canceled. You know, we had people that were gonna perform, but no, it got canceled. Kept just getting backed up, and it's like it kind of sucked, you know, because you put it on social media and all that. You know, you get yourself hyped up, you get everybody hyped up, but then you know it doesn't happen. So I'm not sure how it's gonna be for this fight. You know, for the walkout, but you know it's gonna be good though.
Well, this fight is happening. It's 2 days away. March 3rd, Tuesday, March 3rd. You're coming in. The weigh-ins are Monday. So what are you got any plans? You gonna do any type of crazy stare down at the weigh-ins on Monday?
No, I'm just gonna stay relaxed, relax. You know, I'm a very calm guy, so I'm going there. I think the biggest battle is just hitting the scale, and that's it. You know, I don't got to worry about nobody because it's always since day one. You know, we haven't fought. I haven't fought in like 2 years or so. So it's always been me versus me. So
Well, it's gonna feel good to get up in there and be fighting another guy. Now, you did mention you are moving up, so is this is your first fight at a heavier weight for you? Do you think that's gonna add more power, or do you think that's gonna give the guy your opponent a better chance because he maybe didn't go up or he just had to come down just a little bit for you?
I think it's gonna be a big advantage for myself actually, because at 108 pounds, you know, I was draining myself, although I was the biggest guy, you know. But now going into 115, you know, it's like I got extra strength, you know.
Yeah.
So
Well,
so I don't think it should be an issue though.
I don't know. I don't know if I could even get to 108 pounds, man.
Oh yeah, it's
You
hard.
guys
It's
are
hard.
tough, man. You guys are tough. I don't know how you guys do that. Well, we're looking
Yeah.
forward to it. I know we're all excited. Is there anything you want to say to the fans?
Yeah, I want to all my fans out there, all the people that don't really know me, I'm David Olvera Rojas, La Hormiga Atómica, hopefully all my Mexican people out there, they get to know myself and my whole team that, we're representing the 313, but not only that, all the Mexican people out there, all the raza, all the Mexican people out there, we're luchando, we're trying to make our dreams happen,
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, we're excited. March 3rd, Plaza Mariachi right here in Nashville, Tennessee. Get your tickets at countrybox247.com. And if you can't make it here, you can watch it. It's live on Triller TV, also Countrybox 247 YouTube channels. So be sure you check it out. You want to shout out your socials for everybody?
Yeah, you guys follow me on Instagram as David the Boxer with a double R at the end, or on Facebook David Olvera Rojas, or you can simply look me up on Google for David Olvera Rojas. All my info should pop up there, my box rank, everything.
Well, we look forward to it, man. We'll see you soon.
See you guys.